Tech Tales 37, and today is May 23rd on a Sunday, 3:33 p.m. Yesterday, or the last Tech Tales that I did, I published at 8 a.m., and that was a change from previously I was doing 10 a.m. I think I'm going to continue with 8 a.m. because this morning at 10 a.m. I was doing a live stream, and I figured, you know what, I might do a live stream once in a while at 10 a.m., therefore I'll publish Tech Tales at 8 a.m. for both of you that care. Then, so this one is about the apartment building called Mike. The name of the client starts with the letter M, so I refer to that as Mike. And this is for Victor. The name begins with a V. Configure Internet Explorer for one site, and then for Delta, configure one site, and then for Juliet, check one site functionality and adjust icon. So for 3 people in the office, I was dealing with this web service called OneSite, and you might have catched on the first one I said configured Internet Explorer for one site, and your radar should have been alerted there, gone flashing. Wait a minute, what? Internet Explorer? Yes, Internet Explorer. This is where they manage their government subsidized housing from, it has to do with HUD, Housing and Urban Development Department, I think, something to that effect. So it's subsidized housing. This is for people who are disabled and elderly, and you have to be below a certain level of assets and income to qualify to live here. And the way that's managed for all 3 of these buildings use this way of managing their tenants, and it requires Internet Explorer because it isn't able to work with any newer browsers. And I found out by watching a recent episode of Windows Weekly that Internet Explorer is going away. Internet Explorer 11 apparently is going to go bye-bye and no longer be available, but Microsoft Edge is going to have an Internet Explorer mode. Now, I don't know if that means that Internet Explorer itself, iExplorer.exe, is going to actually be deleted from the computer, or if it just means future editions of Windows won't include Internet Explorer. So the ones that have it currently, will it stay there? Will they remove it and force us to use Internet Explorer mode under Edge? Now I'm fine with that if that's the way it's going to work, if it will work right. And that I'm a little bit nervous about. So I think I need to check out this Internet Explorer mode in Edge and see if this software works that way fine and be ahead of get ahead of the ball there. So that was on that time slip was on a Sunday, May 9th, and that was 58 minutes. And then on that same that was 7:35 a.m. to 8:33 a.m. Then the next one was 10:40 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. So just a little bit later that Sunday morning. This was, well, this is interesting. How did well, I've got a note in all caps on here that says, charge Victor long USB printer cable. And I think I'll just put that in there to remind me, because I think I've already done the long cable, or maybe I'm going to, but that printer that I installed for Victor, in a previous time slip, I told about the difficulty getting that printer to work. Well, that printer cable was too short. Now, that's not what was causing the trouble with printing, but the printer was up on a credenza kind of thing, and the computer was one of these computers that I mount on the back of a, let's see, show this way, one of these computers that I mount on the back of a monitor. So it was draped across the air through a path that a person could walk around the desk on that side. So we needed a longer cable. And I'm pretty sure what it was, I didn't have the cable with me that day, it seems like. Why wouldn't I keep that box? Oh, I know, I had that cable out in my kitchen, in that box in my kitchen to rearrange the box of cables, so I didn't have it with me. But anyway, that was a reminder for me to charge for the longer cable. And then continuing on for Juliet, configure Outlook email and removed Charlie's email, demoted Microsoft license from Microsoft 365 Standard to Microsoft 365 Basic, and decreased standard licenses from 6 to 5, updated records. And that was 50 minutes, 50 minutes. So let's get back to the beginning of that. Configured Outlook email. So I connected remotely to Juliet's computer, configured Outlook. Now, when I did that, I discovered, oh, this computer has Microsoft Office 2010. And I had configured or registered the license for Juliet on a previous time slip, I think on an evening or something like that. And that was a time when Juliet's computer was not on. So I couldn't do the configuration on the computer. Well, I registered the license as a standard license, just assuming it needs a full license. This computer has Office 2010, so I'll just demote it to basic license and configure Outlook for that. We're going to come across more about that computer in regards to Outlook 2010 in a future time slip. Remove Charlie's email because that computer was previously used by Charlie. And let's see, basic decrease the standard. So yeah, so that's it for that time slip. And then let's go on to another one. This is for chiropractor. Why not? Charlie. And I realize the word chiropractor starts with a C. That's not why I'm using Charlie. The name of the chiropractic office starts with a C, so that's also Charlie. This is on Sunday, also 22 minutes, 2:40 p.m. to 3:02 p.m. Fire recovery. This was office where they had I don't have a time slip for when I discovered they were on fire. I told you about it in a previous Tech Tales because I had I think I was recording Tech Tales when I just came back from discovering that the office next door to them had burned down. But I didn't have a time slip entered that day because I wasn't there to do any work for them. I was there to get an adjustment. So this was on the Sunday, fire recovery. I have this label, meaning instead of a person's name, I'm just saying fire recovery and then telling what I did. Restarted all computers and tested the chiropractic software they have after power outage due to fire next door. So when that building next door burnt down, they turned off the power in all the area buildings. So that was on Friday, 2 days prior to this time slip. So we had all agreed that they want me to go in and turn all the computers on and see if everything's okay. So that's what this was about on that Sunday afternoon. All right, so I think that'll do it for this Tech Tales. I hope that was useful. Catch you later. Goodbye.